now we're going to go ahead and learn how to do a single brick stitch. And one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start off by using 6 beads. And notice how I'm not putting in a stopper bead. It's going to be okay. I'm still going to leave about 5-6 inches towards the end. And now that we have this, see how it kind of just folds in half? I'm going to go ahead and bring it up through the first 3, creating that loop-de-loo. And now I'm going to go ahead and go through the other 3, and we're going to continue this this consistency the whole way down. Now as we start to do this, you'll notice these start to get straighter and straighter. Right now I know it's kind of looking like an eye, or you know, it's kind of having that dip in the middle, but don't worry about that. I'm going to keep this thread over here on this side as I grab an additional 3. So by the way, the thread's going up, so I'm going to go ahead and go up that thread. Now I'm going to go ahead and go down these beads. I'm going to grab another 3 beads. I'm going to go down it. And now I'm going to go back up. Take another 3 beads. And now I'm going to go down it. Get another 3 beads. Now, when you're doing something like this, this is normally if you're doing a single brick stitch or even a double. This is good for more if you're making earrings. Right now we have what? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll do 3 more rows. And now go back down. All right, now that we got our base done, this is what we're going to call our base. Now we can go ahead and start building our brick stitch. Now, one thing that I've learned, because I have a habit of turning it back and forth when I do this, one thing that I was taught is always to keep this on your left-hand side. It depends, because I'm right-handed. So if you're if you're left-handed, you might want to do it the opposite way. But anyways, keep your extra thread on one side, which I'm going to choose to favor my left, and I'm going to consistently go back and forth with this hand with my left side. I mean my right side. We're going to go ahead and grab 2 beads. I am not going to go ahead and go through the first one, but I am going to go through the second one. Now there's this little kind of like bridge, and now we're going to go underneath that bridge, and you're going to, it's something that's going to look like this. We're going to go up this bead. We're going to go down this bead, and now we're going to go back up this bead and lock it into position. And do you see how now it flattens it out? Bam. Okay, and we're going to continue that all the way across. All right, we're going to keep on adding beads. Again, you just keep on going through that, and then you go up through here. All right, now we made it to the other end. Now I don't know if you noticed this, But here we are, we have 9, now we're at 8, and then we're going to keep on decreasing as we go. So now we're going to go ahead, grab 2. Oops, and I flipped it. Don't flip it. We're going to go ahead and grab our 2, and we're going to skip that one and go straight into this one. We're going to go up this, down this, and back up this to lock it into place. And bam, there we go. Now do you notice that it's going to start to kind of teeter up? Now sometimes when people end this, they usually end it maybe at 2 or 3 or 4. We're just going to kind of play with this and see where we're going to let our ducks lie. I'm going to start to incorporate some color to show you how a pattern is made as we're doing this as well. All right. Now, as we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and grab our 2, and we're going to go through this one right in here. So remember, we go up, then down, and then back up, and bam. Now you see how it's still starting to tear up? All right, now I'm going to go ahead and incorporate some more color. Oops, always from the back and then up. All right, just to show you what it's looking like. Again, we're not going to flip it. I'm so tempted. I know you guys see me almost doing it. I'm so tempted to grab it. So since we're adding color, give me a moment. Let me see. So we're going to go through here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab our white and a purple. If I go up this way, yeah, here we go. So again, go back up. Oops. Go back up through here. Go down here. I'm going to go back up here. Then we're going to keep on grabbing our colors. And then our other color. We're running out of thread, and I'll show you how to add thread in just a little bit. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and add our other color. Oops. So again, skip over, and it's always from the back to the front. So we're going to go up through here, down through here, and now up through here. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab, sometimes people stop right here and they'll put on this one bracket, or they'll put, let's see, I think the normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes they do something like, oops, this, they'll build a bridge and kind of have something done like that. That's a possibility you could always do, and then you can put your earring hoop through there. Or you can build it up a little bit higher, which is what I'm going to do real quick. So I'm going to take 2 of these. I'm going to go right in here. Again, go up that one, down this one, and back up this one to lock it in place. And then we can fit 1 more. And I think I'm going to stop at 3, but I've seen people even stop at 2. It kind of depends, because you can put 2 more right there at the top. Well, you know what? For giggles, I'll just do it. So again, we grab our last 2. We go right through here. Bring it up 1. Go down 1. And bring it up 1 again. All right. And there you go. So now you have that tier in place. And again, you can do the same concept where you're grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads. And you can do something like that. And you can put your earring hoop through there, which looks something like this. One of these guys. Or you can try to use the wire guards. Wire guards look something like this, that you can put on your beads to, you know, before you add your earring. Or again, you could just do your beads. You can grab 6 beads and do something like this. And you want to just double thread it. So you grab your thread and go around it twice and then tuck away all your thread. Now, how do you add thread so we can go ahead and start working on our fringe? So I'm going to go ahead and go up. Might want to do 1 bead at a time. This is thick thread and thick needles. All right. We're going to go ahead and leave about your standard 5 inches or so. That way we could tuck it away at the very end. So we're going to go up and down, up, and now we're ready to go back down. So I don't know if you notice, I started 4 over. That way it's an even up and down by the time I get over here. Okay. So now that's done, I'm going to go ahead and try to move away some of the threads so that way you can see what we're up to. Now let's just say we want to go ahead and add about 10 beads. You can build it with the design. Now if I were to do that heart again, obviously I started in the wrong spot. If I were to do the heart, I should have started it, the first one down here, then went 2, then did 3. I could have did 4 and then started to shrink it right in there. That would have created a perfect heart, but mine looks more like a B. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our beads. So I'm probably going to do about 10. So here goes 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and I'll just grab the 5th one being the colored one. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move those up, keep that one down a little bit, move your needle as far up as you can. If it needs to be done in a few sections, that's okay. And then we're going to go back up this one. And then you're going to pull it. And then you're going to hold your bead and do something like that. Now you don't want to pull it so tight where it will buckle, you know, and create like little shapes like that. We want to kind of keep it a little bit loose. Not too loose, but you know, loose enough to where it dangles. That's the whole goal of a fringe, right? You want it to dangle. You also want your fringe to kind of have like this point going like that. So now we're going to go ahead, go down here, and how you achieve that is by increasing the number of beads you put down. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. So we already added 10. Now we can do 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to add an additional colored one. And do you see how it's a little bit longer? Move that down, and now move your thread up. Okay. Now we have that. I'm going to go ahead and take our needle. We're going to go down. Oops. This you got to be careful of to make sure you accidentally don't put it over your fringe. All right, I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. Now I'm going to show you a little trick. So what did we do? We did 10, 11. So now I'm going to do 12, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Give me a minute. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 more. Yes, it's more than 12, but watch this. This is if you want to get fancy. So I'm going to go ahead and bring 3 down, and now I'm going to go up these. Now watch what those 3 beads are going to do. It's like magic. Okay, I'm going to try to lay it out so that way you guys can see it. I'm going to take my thread, gently pull it. Well, I guess that wasn't so gentle and you kind of got a glimpse. But watch this. See how it creates that triangle V? And there we go. I'm going to try to pull that out just a little bit more. There we go. So you could do something like that the whole way through. Maybe you want a bunch of fancy ones, or you can just do the single bead. But this will kind of give you the idea. So obviously we know our 9th one, which is the middle one, is going to be the one that's going to hang the longest because we're creating this V-like shape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 we're going to keep on going, and then that 5th one's going to be the longest. Then the next 4 are going to tear back up. So we'll start going in the opposite direction, or the opposite count. But I hope that kind of helps you understand how to do a fringe earring and how to get started. But again, this is called the single brick stitch. So far we learned how to do single brick stitch. We learned how to do a square stitch. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do a double brick stitch.
To learn techniques like this and more, make sure you're registering for Beading University today.